Episode 1, everybody, the arrival. This is Route 12, getting ready to arrive at the Chippewa Yacht Club where my boat is waiting for my arrival. My boat guys put the boat in that morning, waiting for my arrival. It's a 20-hour drive from my place in Florida back up to the island. This is always an exciting part of my trip, and, just seeing the river for the first time. It's always quite thrilling. And here's the Calabuga Road leading down to the Chippewa Yacht Club. And, sometimes I arrive and it's a beautiful sunny day and the water is calm like glass. And sometimes it's rough and it's raining. And today it's overcast and it's downright chilly, 50 degrees. And on the way up, I stop at Price Choppers and load up with groceries, getting ready to gone on over to the island for the first time. And it's always just quite a thrill when I make this turn here and see the water on the St. Lawrence River for the first time. We closed up the cottage in October, so it's been about 7 months, and this will be the first sight of the river. And even though it's an overcast, chilly day, it's always an exciting time to arrive at the dock and see the boat waiting. And this is actually the earliest I've ever arrived. Last year was the earliest. That was May 15th. And now here it is, May 8th. And this is the Chippewa Yacht Club. And most of the islanders in Chippewa Bay belong to the Yacht Club, where we have a parking lot to park our boats. And there's an ice house there where we sell merchandise. And then there's the store, and my boat will be right there on the left. And the parking lot is pretty much empty. There are not too many islanders here yet, but that's all right. And so when we get here, actually, there's a cement dock. First, I check my boat out, look at it, make sure the keys are in it, and they always are. And then I start it up, make sure it starts okay. And then there's a cement dock about 30 feet long. I can back the car on the cement dock and then load everything that I brought up from Florida and all the groceries. And the kitty, of course. It's me, all the stuff I brought with me, and the kitty and groceries. And then I load it into the boat. And after that, I will park the car in the parking lot and then untie my lines and get ready for that first view of Elm Tree Island. It's always quite a thrill, even if it's cold, chilly day, but it's definitely nice when it's not pouring rain. Many a time we've made the trip over and it's been pouring rain, but today I'm solo and it's just chilly and windy. And then there's first view of Elm Tree Island. Always a thrill, the first sight of the island. And it doesn't look that bad, but it is really rough when I arrived. Really rough weather. White caps. Doesn't look too bad on video, but in person it was really, really rough. I have a plumber who comes in ahead of me, and he puts the water pump in and makes sure all the systems are working. The drinking water system, the toilets are flushing, and the sinks are all working. And here's the first view. The water is very, very high. Still have a canvas cover on the porch, and there's the boat still loaded up. Look at how high the water is on this dock. It's about 2 to 3 feet higher than it would normally be. And there's the canoe. And there's a lot of goose shit all over the docks that I have to clear out. And that's going to be part of the opening process, along with taking down those canvas covers. And then inside the cottage, first view inside the cottage, we have all the beds and the sofas are covered with sheets. And I have a kayak in there, a stand-up paddle board, and all the tables and chairs are into a corner. So by the time I get done uncovering everything, vacuuming up everything, and putting all the furniture outside, it's a good 3-4 hours steady. And then the cottage starts to look back to normal. And then here's a barn door that the Amish made and we had put in for my mom's room. So I have all this outdoor furniture. I'm going to have to get all this outside And that's the first thing I do. And then unroll all the carpets, plug in the refrigerator, load it up with the groceries, plug in the freezer, and then get to work. Like I said, it's about a 3 or 4 hour process, but it's a labor of love. And so that's it. Episode 1. Glad you're along. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode. This was episode 1, The Arrival.